Hi ladies, happy Monday. Nikki here from Salon Divas.
And Annie, hi.
How are you all? Hope you had a great weekend. We're pretty excited about today's session, aren't we, Annie? It's one of our favourite things.
Absolutely. We're going to show you how to make a little more money.
Yeah, money for nothing. That's what it is, isn't it? Retailing.
Absolutely.
Money
have to have
for
your
nothing.
retail.
Yeah. It's an easy way to make so much more money for less effort. It's less effort than doing a massage, less effort than doing a facial, less effort than doing any waxing or any treatment. It's so easy to retail, isn't it, Annie?
Absolutely. And you know what? If you're not retailing, you're actually doing your customer a disservice. You know, if you think about it, they come to you for their treatments, they pay you X number of dollars, and if you want to further improve and enhance their result, clearly that they need product to take home. And Nikki, when you think about it, they're already out there buying product anyway. They're buying cleansers, toners, moisturizers, serums.
They're getting it somewhere.
They're getting it somewhere. So why shouldn't they get it from you?
But before we race off, we've got some exciting stuff happening today. We're going to give away, and because we're talking about retailing, we're always looking for retail products to sell, aren't we, Annie?
Absolutely.
And you know, you've got to keep your retail shelves exciting, and you've got to keep stuff on your shelves that people want to buy all the time, right? You can't just have the same old stuff that you personally like. It's about your customers and what your customers want. So we've got a giveaway today. We're giving away some retail products. So I'm not sure if you've heard about this product, but we love it, don't we?
We do love it.
So in love with it, because who doesn't want sexy plump lips, a beautiful pout? This is called Lip Plump. We're giving away some Lip Plump today. So if you're watching us, you join us throughout this live broadcast. We're going to be giving away some Lip Plump. You can check out their website, lipplump.com.au. And this one's one of Annie's favourites, right?
Absolutely, the cosmetic gel. So anyone that's out there doing fibroblast or plasma treatments, this is an absolute must. You know, when I first started doing that, I was using colloidal gel as my aftercare. But what I'm finding is this is actually giving us just as probably actually better healing. And it's got wonderful ingredients. It's got centella in it. It's got a number of other anti-aging ingredients. So your clients can actually use it until it's empty.
It's a treatment. So it's not just for post-treatment. It's an ongoing treatment that your clients can use as a serum underneath their regular skincare. So we're giving away some Lip Plump today. We're also giving away some cosmetic gel. So keep watching, because we're going to tell you how to win these products. If you've been wanting to try Lip Plump and if you've been wanting to try cosmetic gel, then this is your chance, because at the end of today's session we're giving some away. And these are a great way to offer different retail products as well. So that's what we're talking about today, is retailing and making the easiest money you'll ever make is by selling retail products. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. And also, Nick, you know, you and I have had this discussion before about the right place within the salon actually to have the shelving. And, you know, making sure that it's dusted and clean and it's appealing so that people will actually want to go and check out what you've got in stock.
There's nothing worse than walking into a salon or a clinic and there's dusty shelves and the product looks clearly like it's been sitting there for the past 5 years and hasn't been touched. You're not going to buy it. You've got to make sure that your retail display is attractive. So a certain percentage of your retail display needs to be dedicated to signage, not just to product. And a lot of people don't know that. They just have their shelves absolutely full, jam-packed of product, which is great. We want you to be fully stocked all the time. People aren't going to buy product that's just sitting there on its own. An item sitting on a shelf, you imagine walking into David Jones or into Maya and there's just one single product sitting on the shelf. Nobody's going to touch it. It's the same in your salon too. So what we want you to do is make sure your product shelves are stacked. And stacked the right way, displayed the right way as well. You've got to have signage on there directing people to what the products are. You need to make that display interesting for your customers.
Absolutely. You want to tease them and tempt them with new products. You know, we all get so set in our ways, don't we? You know, we buy the same old over and over again. You buy the same brand of toothpaste. You buy the same brand of hair shampoo. But what we want is for them to actually try something different. So one of the things for selling retail is to actually use those products on your clients. You know, if they're in reception on the way out and they haven't already been sold, train your receptionist if you've got a new hand cream in. Pop some hand cream on that client and then ask for some feedback. But you can do that with any product.
Exactly. And this Lip Plump, just going back to those of you who've just joined us, I can see Mandy, you've just joined us. Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
How you going? Phoebe, how you going? We've got Saba as well. Hi, everyone. So good to have you all here today, because if you've just joined us, we're giving away some lip plump and some cosmetic gel today. So watch us until the end of the video and you'll find out how you can win these fabulous retail products, because that's what we're talking about today, is retailing. But I just want to tell you about one client, and just going back to your display, one of our clients in regional New South Wales ordered some lip plump, actually, and that's what's triggered my memory. She ordered some lip plump, and she ordered an extra one so that she could have it as a tester.
As a trial.
So she actually sold out of her lip plump in 2 days. So, and she put in quite a big order. So she's just put through another big order. But another thing that I know that Lip Plump does, they supply digital files for you as well. So on the shelves, this lady also had these beautiful images supplied by her product supplier. So that helped guide customers to the actual product. And it's not every day that you walk into a skin clinic and you walk out with a lip plump. So what a great incentive to sell and for people to purchase a different product rather than just skincare. So that just flew off the shelves. So hi Pauline, how are you? We're talking about retailing today, so that's right up your alley. So anyway, that's what we want you to do. We want you to go away today, have a look at your retail shelves and your retail display, and ask yourself a few questions. Is it clean, first of all? How's the dust level? Because that dust level really does freak customers out. Are you rotating your stock? Are you moving your stock around and making the display look different from time to time? Because if people walk in and see the same display all the time, nothing's going to grab their attention, is it?
Absolutely. And also, Nikki, you know, you guys are sending out your MailChimps to your clients. Perhaps have a product of the month in there as well, or a product of the week that's on reception. And that product of the week, the receptionist's job is to get everybody to try that product while they're there and get feedback. You'll be so surprised. Something as simple as that will sell more retail for you.
Absolutely. And another thing that a lot of our clients do is they actually have a product not of the week but of the month. And so every single customer that comes in is exposed to that product of the month. It's displayed on the reception desk. Some of my clients even have posters with the product of the month. They may even give away a gift voucher with a particular retail product of the month. So buy this product and you get a $20 gift voucher to spend on any advanced skin treatment. That's a great opportunity to sell more retail as well, because I know, you know, Estee Lauder does it so well, don't they? They do a gift with purchase, and that gives people an incentive to buy that product. Even if you don't need your new foundation, you know, you walk into David Jones because you want to get that gift with the product. So it's about creating that incentive, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you know, I can remember this years ago, I actually did a trade-in, like a buyback. So when people had their skincare and I'm trying to convince them to move over to my skincare, I would take their old products back and give them almost nothing for it. But it didn't matter. It was the fact that they were happy to pass it back to me, the stuff that they didn't want. And then you can either throw it out or you can give it away, you know, to those less fortunate, whatever you want to do, and then expose them to your range of retail.
That's a great idea. We've had a lot of success with salons doing that, haven't we?
Yeah.
So what would you say was, when you owned your clinics, what would you say was the best trick that you had, or the best method you had for selling retail?
That's so easy. You know, when you've got your clients on the bed, you've got them there for 30, 40 minutes, 60 minutes, and they are yours. And I think we may have talked about this before. When you have your customers, and this is a really important thing for you to share with your staff, you are paying them by the hour, and it's not their job to sit there and talk about their boyfriends, what they did on the weekend, what they're going to be doing next week, next month, next year. They're on your dime. So it's about education first and foremost, Nikki. So educate your therapists as to what they need to be saying within that treatment room first of all. Then they are exposed to an hour of education with you. So how many times have you had a client laying on the table and they've said to you, you might have been doing a micro or a whatever, and they've said to you, oh, how many of these should I have? So they're already inquisitive. And that's them giving you permission then to talk about how to better their skin. Let's face it, that's why they come to you. They want to have beautiful glowing skin. How do you get that? So I still have some of my own clients in Salon, and for me it's really, really easy. I just tell them what I do, and I tell them that that's what I'm going to tell them. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to keep it really simple. I'm going to tell you what I do. If you like the look of my skin, it's really easy. So first of all, you need to be an advertisement for the product. You need to be using those products yourself. You need to be able to feel them and expose yourself to them, and so that you've got your own story. When you've got your own story, it's really easy to talk to your customers about your story. So by story, if you don't know what I mean, it's like you might be using a new brand of product in the salon. You've been using it for a week or a month, and your story is, gee, I started using this a month ago. Since then, I can't believe how much more clarity my skin has. I can't believe how much moisture, how more hydrated my skin feels. I can't believe how the fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes, I can see them starting to improve. That's your story. That's what the customer wants to hear. So that time that your girls have the clients on the bed, it's about education, not about what they had for breakfast or dinner or what they did with their boyfriends on the weekend. And that comes back to training, staff training first of all, training and more training.
Exactly. It's amazing the amount of times, just to change the topic slightly and go in a different direction, I go and see a certain clinic on the Gold Coast, and I'm there every single month religiously, and never once have they tried to sell me a single thing. Now, they don't know what I do for a living. They don't know who I am. They don't know that I'm in the industry, but never, out of all the therapists, I don't always have the same therapist, and sometimes I'm there more than once a month, as you know, but I've never ever had anyone try and sell me anything.
That's so frustrating. I can tell you another story. I walked into a local salon close to where I live, and I was after a specific brand of foundation. So I went in there, I knew exactly what colour I wanted. I'd never set foot in there before. So the girl, I couldn't believe it. She just sat me down. They didn't have the colour I wanted. She didn't try to talk me into anything else or a blend of a couple. And she did not take my name and phone number. She did not offer to get it in. But I was a brand new face. Now, last week, we talked about the potential value of one new client into your salon being $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even if it's $1,500. They just blew $1,500 by not taking my name and phone number, not asking me, was I a regular salon goer, or how long have I been using that particular product? Could they get it in for me? Wow.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And, just because I'm in the industry doesn't mean that I don't buy product. So
absolutely.
In this salon that I go to, this clinic that I go to, they are chock full of retail, but no one has ever asked me the question. And one day I'm actually going to turn around to that clinic manager and just say to her, you know what? I would buy anything that anyone told me to buy. I can't say no. I can't say no. So, they are losing so much money every time I walk into that place. So I book in for my treatment, and that's literally all they do. And, soon we're going to talk about upselling and cross-selling as well, because upselling and cross-selling is as important as retailing. But retailing is going to make you instant money for no more time, no more energy, no more effort. So really, we need to put a lot of energy ourselves into getting our staff and ourselves retailing. We need to consciously retail to every single customer that walks through that door, right?
Absolutely. Why don't your staff retail? That's a really good question to have a think about. Why aren't they retailing if they're not? If you've got staff members that are doing a great job retailing, fabulous. You're obviously doing something right. But you need to ask, why could they possibly not be retailing? So what do you think, Nick? Why wouldn't somebody who clearly has a lot of product in there, whose job depends on the fact that they need to be making money to keep their job, why wouldn't they retail?
Look, I think there's a lot of therapists out there that are scared of retailing, as we know. Yes. But then also a lot of therapists in these clinics, they're thinking about themselves.
Correct.
And they're not thinking about the customer. So they need to remove themselves from their own thoughts. You know, a lot of these therapists may not earn a lot of money or may not have that disposable income or may not want to spend a lot of money on retail themselves. So they project their own thoughts and feelings onto their customers. And that's a really, really big problem.
That's it. And that comes back to training. Now, there is another aspect of that too, is that they're actually not using the products themselves, so they don't have a story to tell. So if your girls are not using your retail products, then you have to find a way to allow them to do that. Whether you give them product or whether you might just set some goals, some treatment goals, 1 week, and then give the girls retail product as a bonus to at least get them using the product. Because if they don't know what that product is like on their own skin, how can they sell it?
Exactly.
But as Nikki said, the big thing is actually projecting their own financial issues onto somebody else. And that's just not our industry. It's all industries. So when people are coming from a space of lack, they think that everybody else can't afford it as well. So that once again, that gets back to training. And I can't say this enough. You know, when the wheels fall off, it's about training. I've got a young son, 27, in business, and we talk about this all the time. And it's training. And then when the wheels fall off, it's more training. And when the wheels fall off, it's more training again, because often it's easier to retrain or train someone right from the outset than have to keep replacing staff all the time, because it's a costly exercise to do that. It's inconvenient, and your clients don't like change.
That's right. So, you know, it comes down to training. But, you know, I often say to the salons that I work with in a coaching capacity that I speak to every week or every fortnight, I give them guidelines and I keep them accountable. So therefore they're keeping their staff accountable. But if you don't have a coach or someone like me or Annie on you every single week, asking you about did you have your meeting and helping you and guiding you as to what you need to be discussing in your meeting and giving you those strategies to work with your team, then you need to do it for yourself. You need to be accountable and you need to keep your staff accountable. So you need to be on them all the time. And quite often I say that having staff is like running a kindergarten, because you always have to be on top of your staff. And no matter how good your staff are, you still need to be on their back. You still need to ride them week in, week out. It's not as though you can just train them once or teach them once or set them goals once and it will all happen. It's not like that, is it, Annie?
It's not. So I hope that you're actually keeping lists for your clients of what you actually have sold them. And think about it. You know how long a bottle of cleanser lasts. You know how long a bottle of serum lasts. So if it happens to be 3 months, at 2 months, you should be saying, gee, you're going to be running out of this soon. Would you like to take another one with you today so that you don't run out? This is like simple little things. And Nick, that brings me to, I want to just quickly talk about the hour of power. Every week we're giving you so much information. So obviously we have all the tools that support and back this up. And if you want to spend more time with Nikki and I, all you got to do is reach out to Nikki. She'll tell you all about the hour of power, and I know that in 1 hour we will absolutely change the way that you think and the way that you do business. It'll be the best money you've ever spent. But anyway, we're not really here to talk about that today. We really want to help you get this retailing sorted.
Yeah, it's so important, because if you've got a client in for $150 facial or a $230 cut and color, whatever the case may be, you need to go dollar for dollar with your retail. That's what I want you to do. I want you to have that as a goal in your mind. You need to go dollar for dollar. So if your clients are coming in for a $200 treatment, you need to sell them at least $200 worth of retail. And that way you're doubling your revenue, like immediately. It's that easy.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, where else can you do 100%? Double your income, because it's not about getting more clients. It's just about utilizing the clients that you have there to make more money.
Exactly. And research tells us, and if you've been to see Annie and I in one of our workshops or at a conference or something like that, you would have heard us say that research tells us that the more regularly a customer comes to you, the more likely they're going to spend more per visit. So the more they come, the the more you're able to extract from them financially. And I don't mean that in a cold, callous way. I don't mean sell to them just for the sake of selling. Sell them what they need. You know, you need to tell them what they need and they will take it home. They're coming to you as professionals for professional advice. They trust you, they know you, so they're going to listen to what you say. It's just so important that you have goals in mind. I want you to think about having that goal of dollar for dollar for the next week, and let's see if you can do it. Every single customer you need to retail to. Thanks, Kate. We think it's a great idea too. But every single customer that comes in, I want you to retail to. If you miss out on one customer, make it up on the next. Okay, so if you miss out on retailing to one customer, let's say you've got someone booked in for a $100 treatment, you only sell them $75 worth of product, then I want you to add that $25 that you've missed to the next customer. That's the easiest way for you to double your revenue. And you're making, in most cases, 100% markup. I know with Lip Plump and Cosmetigel, both of those have a 100% markup. So when you purchase these products, you're making 100%. It's the easiest money you'll ever make. So I want you to think about setting the goal this week and try to retail to, first of all, every single customer. And I want you to retail dollar for dollar. So if you've got $6,000 worth of treatments booked in this week, then your goal is to turn over $12,000 this week. What do you reckon?
I think that sounds like a great plan. Now, let's talk about, how are we going to do this? It's easy to say it. Now, how are we going to actually do that? And we're going to do that in a couple of ways. We're going to educate our clients. We're not going to do this in a salesy, cheap, crappy kind of way. We're going to do it by educating. So to be able to do that, you also then need to go back one step, digress, talk to your therapist. Set them goals. You can't do this on your own, and you can't be there just wielding a stick over your girls as well. You know what? Show them how it's done. Don't just expect them to do it. Show them how it is done. And then when they don't do it, show them again. So, once again, you could be having a little display on your front counter, and the receptionist, if that's like a standalone job there, the receptionist needs to be responsible also for making some sales. Or it could be that the therapist is busy and didn't do it, and she could ask the receptionist, would you mind please showing Mrs. Smith this particular product? Pop a bit on her hand for me. So, you need to work together as a team with this and set some incentives for your staff. Don't just expect them to do it for love, although we would like that. But, when you're setting them goals, if you're making $100% on your product, you might give them just $5 for each retail product they sell. But if they're selling 10 retail products a week, well, that's $50.
It's a big difference in the pay packet at the end of the week.
Absolutely.
It's a good incentive.
If they double it, there's $100 a week. So you need to incentivize your staff to get them on board with this.
There's another little trick that we do with a lot of the clinics we work with, and that is, I always say to my clinics and our salon owners, if you could spend 10 minutes a day to double your revenue, would you do it? Now, I think all of you out there watching us would say, yes, most definitely. If I could spend 10 minutes a day to double my revenue, I'd do it. Now, that 10 minutes a day, all you need to do is one thing. You need to go through your bookings through the day, and you need to take a look, like Annie said before, at what clients you've got coming in, what treatments they're booked in for, what they've purchased in the past, what you can sell to them on the day, and write it down. This is not something that you just talk about and you have in your mind and you expect your girls to have in their mind. I want you to write it down. And I call it a run sheet, a daily run sheet. So
that's it. That you need to print it off, and everybody's got a copy of it in that meeting. So for this to be really, really effective, Nick, what you need to do is you need to get your girls in a bit earlier, or you need to get them in on time and start your clients later. You can't rush this. This is a really important part of your day.
It's the most important part of the day.
In my son's industry, they call it a toolbox. So if you were a tradie, this is their toolbox. So every single day they start with a toolbox meeting to go through expectations of the day, to go through OH&S, everything that that needs to be done. So you would sit down with all of your girls, give them their run sheet, as Nick says, and go through each girl. Okay, you've got Nikki in today. She's bought a pack of 8 whatevers. She's at number 6. Now we're selling maintenance today. We know on her first visit we sold her the moisturizer. That should be well and truly gone by now, or really close. We need to talk about that today. And it's not about being salesy. It's about educating the customer and just gently reminding them. You go to the hairdresser, they always say to you, do you need any shampoo with today? Or do you need a conditioner today? It's not being salesy. It's actually being helpful, because you remember, you don't sell it. They're going to go to the chemist, or they're going to go to another shop and pick up what they need, and then you lose your retail income.
Exactly.
Be savvy, be smart.
They've got to be spending it in your clinic. We want retail dollars in your clinic, because like we keep saying, it's the easiest money that you're going to make is to sell retail. And what about online? Who has an online shop? Who sells online? Who sells on Facebook? You know, these are all things that you need to be thinking about. And we're running out of time now, but if you want to get some help with your retailing, if you want to sell dollar for dollar, then I'm going to recommend, and I haven't planned this, but I'm going to recommend an hour of power with Annie and I just on retailing, because we can transform your business and double your revenue if you follow our strategies and follow our tools and listen to what we say and implement everything. Then you can double your revenue. You absolutely can with 1 hour of power. And an hour of power, for those of you who haven't heard of it before, is an hour dedicated session with Annie and I, where we go into your business, not physically, but we have a Skype session or a phone session, or if you are on the Gold Coast, then lucky you, because so are we, because we can come to you on the Gold Coast. But an hour of power with us and we can transform your business. And we want you to make $1 per dollar retail. Okay, so $1 treatment, $1 retail. So for every $100 that you're making treatment wise, $100 in retail. So can you please make that your goal this week, because we really, really want you to start kicking butt retail wise. It's just easy money. I get excited about it because there's so many amazing products out there now that are so easy to buy, and people are buying and spending, and they may as well be buying and spending with you.
Absolutely. And be a product of your product. It's so easy when you're a product of the product and you've got a story to tell. And, you know, being selling, as I keep saying, it's really just about educating. It's just about a conversation that you're having with a friend who happens to be a customer who happens to trust you. It's easy if you just do it in a very non-confrontational, non-salesy kind of way. So when your clients come in, you don't want to be telling them what they need to be doing every week. All you're doing is making suggestions. If you're getting new products into your clinic, all you're going to be doing is say, hey, we got this really great new product in. I'm going to try it on you today. Would you mind giving me some feedback on it? That's it. It's quite simple.
It's really, really easy. But you've got to be dedicated to it, you know. As a salon owner, you have to have all of these things in your mind all the time, and you have to be consistently working towards retailing, along with every other hat that you wear. So it's not as though, like we said, it's a one-off thing. You have a meeting once with your staff.
It's every day.
It's absolutely every single day. Every single day.
It is every
so we're
day.
giving away some Shrinkles cosmetic gel. So if you're doing any, you know, heat-based treatments or any plasma, IPL, laser, things like that. And also we're giving away some lip plump as well today, because these at the moment are our 2 favorite retail products, aren't they?
You know what? And I'll tell you the easiest way to sell lip plump, it's a no-brainer. So when your clients come in and you're doing their treatments, you just say to them, I'm just going to pop a bit of lip plump on you today. And I take a before and after photo. So take the photo before the treatment. Just tell them you're going to be asking for feedback. Pop it on at the end of the treatment, make them wait 5 minutes. By the time they've come out and get dressed, retake a photo of the lips and put them side by side. You can just do that very easily with an app on your phone. Many of them out there, you've probably all got them, and show them. That's how you sell a product. It's so simple.
It's amazing, because lip plump does sell itself. It does. Amazing. You put it on anyone's lips and you will instantly see a result. It draws the blood to the lips. It fills the lips, but it's also a treatment. So this is like a balm that you can use every day. And it will increase collagen. So it's a beautiful treatment anyway. So we're giving away some lip plump today, and we're also giving away some cosmetic gel. So what I want you to do to be in the running to win these products, I need you to message me. I want you to message me, or actually, no, I want you to comment below either Lip Plump or Cosmetigel. So whichever one tickles your fancy, whichever one you think that you'd like to try, then I want you to comment below either Cosmetigel or Lip Plump, and then we'll be in touch with you. So I hope that we've given a little bit of an insight as to how we think and how we can help you with your retailing. Do you think there's anything else we need to...
Well, I think we can't give it to them all in one go. I think that, little bit by little bit, because every week we're giving you new suggestions and new tools to put into your business, and you just have to put them into your business. Now that you know it, you can't unknow it, and we will expect that you actually do it, because it does work if you do. So I don't think we want to overload, actually, Nick. I think we've given them a pretty big task this week by getting them to actually double their income. Because it sounds like it's a huge task, from here to here, but it's actually not. If you focus on it, if you sit down with your staff, if you put incentives in place, and everybody needs to be talking, having conversations with the client, get using the product, get your staff using the product. When you've done that, then we'll give you more.
So I hope that you're going to double your income this week. Go away and look at what your projected income is. If it's $5,000, then I want you to message me and tell me you've done $10,000 this week. If it's $10,000, then I want you to message me and tell me you've done $20,000 by the end of the week, because it is achievable. It is doable. And the amount of clients that we work with, our coaching customers, that can achieve that. Some of them even triple their revenue the first week that they work with us. So I want you to give it a go, because it is possible. Just follow our strategies and really be dedicated to achieving those goals. And I reckon you can do it.
And when you've done it, then actually, I think what they should do, Nick, is they should send us both a bottle of crystal champagne.
Oh, that'd be
What
nice.
do you reckon?
Yeah, that'd be nice. They could afford it then.
Well, you'd definitely be able to afford it then.
So anyway, we're wishing you a wonderful week. Happy retailing, mate. Go and make tons and tons of money this week. And next week we're going to be back. We've got some more exciting news next week, because Double M Beauty Equipment has this amazing new machine coming out. You might have seen a little bit about it on their page. If you haven't joined their page, join Double M Beauty Equipment. Hop on over now, because we're just about to do a live for them talking about equipment. And next week we have really exciting news. But don't forget, if you want to win Lip Plump or Cosmetigel, just comment below which one you'd prefer, and we'll be in touch. And we'll see you next Monday at 12 noon. Bye. Have a great week.